I'm not in favor of the death penalty, but I am in favor of locking these people away in a maximum security units where they can never get out. They can never escape. They can never be paroled. Lock the bad ones away. You have to rethink everyone else. That was a quote by John Grisham, the author of the Peter Bowman series. The death penalty is a very hot topic around our world today. Should it be abolished because it is racial and hypocritical? Since 1976, there have been over 1,500 people that have been killed by the death penalty. The death penalty is a hypocritical act happening all around the world today. Telling people not to commit crimes and telling them not to kill people and then putting them on death row to be killed is very hypocritical. Not to mention there are many innocent people on death row. At least 1 in 25 people who are sentenced to death in the United States are innocent. This proves that there are innocent people being put on death row or even being killed. That greatly increases the risk of killing an innocent person. That's why the death penalty should be abolished. It is better to have all these people who are committing crimes to be locked away like John Grisham said. It is better to have an innocent person in jail and still have the case be open than for an innocent person to be on death row or even receive the death penalty and have the case be closed. The death penalty is legal in 32 states, including Missouri and Kansas. There are 43 inmates on death row in both Missouri and Kansas. As you probably know, the death penalty is not just in America. It is all over the world. Different countries and different states all have different ways of sentencing people to death. There is execution, where they cut off your head, firing squad, gas chamber, lethal injection, electric chair, and hanging. As you might see on the news, the ISIS uses execution and firing squad more than they use lethal injection and gas chamber. Missouri only uses it in 2 ways, the gas chamber and the lethal injection. Those are the 2 less harmful ways. Other more gruesome ways are used all around the world. Most of the crimes committed by people who are being put on death row are racist and unfair. Jurors in Washington state are 3 times more likely to recommend a death sentence for a black defendant than for a white defendant in a similar case. A study in California found that those who killed whites are over 3 times more likely to be sentenced to death than those who killed blacks, and 4 times more likely than those who killed Latinos. In 96% of states, there have been reviews of race on the death penalty. There is a pattern of either race of race victim or race of race defendant discrimination, or both. Overall, the death penalty is a racial and injustice act that needs to be abolished throughout our entire world. Think in your head, what would Jesus do? Not to try to get all religious, but it shouldn't be eye for an eye. Even though there is a lot of hate in our world, we should cut down the death rates and lock these prisoners up and start spreading the love.